Okay, welcome to chapter 2. Today we are going to talk about whole numbers, integers, and negative number. Now let's start with negative number. What does negative number means? Let's try and understand in the following real world example. Now, the temperature now is about, usually in Singapore is about 33 degrees Celsius, which is a very hot day. Now, but recently, our temperature dropped to about 21 degrees Celsius. Now, in countries like America now, we know that the temperature is very low. Now, what if it is about 10 degrees Celsius below zero? So we know that it is snowing, right? So to rewrite this, what we can do is we can use a symbol that is the negative sign to help us. So we say that, oh, this we can say as negative 10 degrees Celsius. So this is one example of negative number. Now let's talk about altitude. Now this is a very high mountain, and this is the sea, and we know that Singapore is about sea level, right? So if we go up the mountain, here we say that, oh, my altitude is equals to 1000 meter example. Now what if I go to dive, I go diving, and I go to about 30 meter below sea level. Now, so in this case, let's try and write this properly. So we can also say in max term, we can simply just add a negative 10, sorry, not 10, a negative, say, 30, right? So this is negative 30 meter. So the word negative gives us an idea that we are going below the sea level, right? So this is the second example. Now the third example, say company A. So company A make a profit of $2,000. So that's fine. But if company B, say company B, they make a loss of, say, $1,000. Again, I can easily represent this using the negative sign. So in this case, we say that, oh, negative $1,000. So the negative here will tell us that the company actually made a loss. Now pause the video now and think of other real life example and share with your teacher. Alright, next let's take a look at some of the things that we have learned in primary school. So the first one is whole number. So whole number are numbers that are 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. Now the key idea here is there is no fraction. Now what about natural number? Natural number are the numbers that we learn to count when we are young. When I say young means like kindergarten, so usually we don't start with 0, right? So it's counting numbers, it's natural number. So it starts with 1 and it goes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on, right? Now integers are like whole numbers, okay? But it includes negative numbers. It also includes 0. So this is part of the list and it goes beyond in both directions. Take some time to digest. Now let's take a look at this. Now what is this? This is actually a number line. So let me point. This is actually called a number line. Now let's take a look at the characteristics of number line. First we have 0. Now to the right of 0 will be all the numbers that is bigger than 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now on the left hand side of 0, it will be negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. So instead of saying left and right, we have another way of saying, which is called ascending, which is increasing, or decreasing. which is also called descending. All right, so let's try and match these three things that we learn. Let's try and match these three things that we learn into the number line. Now take a look at whole number. So whole numbers are numbers that are 0, 1, 2, 3. So it will look something like this. So this thing is all whole number, right? Natural number starts with 1, right? So natural number will be here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Now positive integer are whole number that are positive. So in this case, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So we can make a observation that natural number is the same as positive integer. Okay. Now let's take a look at the next number, 0. Now this 0 here is very special because it is not positive and not negative, right? So then if you go in the descending order, you will see negative integer. So negative integer will be all the negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. Now note that we say negative 1. So we say negative 1. So we do not say minus 1. So these are two different things. So it's to take note. Now pause the video and make a guess. What is the biggest negative integer? Got it? So this is the biggest negative integer.